As we are here at the Budweiser bullpen, a little over 2.5 minutes gone in tonight's game. Biederman wins the draw in the offensive zone, gets it to Belanger against the circle, takes a shot. It's a man out in front. Second attempt, they score! Corpus Christi, looks like Fasciano is going to get the goal. And for the second straight game, the Ice Rays take a 1-0 lead. The initial shot was saved by Gons, came to Fasciano. He decided to just take a one-time shot at it. Ended up going through everybody, including Luca Gons, and the Ice Rays break the ice. Looks like the goal is going to go to Fasciano. We await the official word as they are all ready to go with the next draw. Zach Bai will lean in. Wranglers win the draw. Getting center red is Doherty. He'll fire it in. Miller turns the puck over in the offensive zone. Kuznetsov moves into the Wranglers zone quickly, but they'll wave it off as offside. So 2:44 into the first period. It's Fasciano getting the first goal of the game. And the Ice Rays take a 1-0 lead. I stand corrected. It is not an icing. It looks like the Wranglers are going to head to the Budweiser power play. Kuznetsov is in the penalty box. I'm not quite sure. It's too many men on the ice, so Kuznetsov is the one that is serving that penalty. So I was going to say, didn't look like he did anything wrong, but it was the entire team as a whole. Wranglers win the draw. Gagnon at the line. Tries to shimmy it across to Jack Ivey. Ice Rays break it up. They send it back down to Luca Gons. Stepan Kuznetsov in the box. Wranglers heading to the power play. Gagnon will work it into the offensive zone. Below the goal line it goes. Ice Rays chop it out to the near point for Ben Ivey. Gets it across for Jack. Finds Gagnon at the line. They trade places. He'll send it below the goal line for Pukkanen. Moves to the half wall on his backhand. Whose forehand finds Ivey, who gets it to Gagnon. Across for Jack. Jack Ivey to Gagnon at the line. Fakes a shot. Gets it to Ben Ivey. He'll walk the line. Find Jack Ivey near circle. Takes a shot out in front. They score! Jack Ivey slid it to Topi Pukkanen, and he tapped it home. It's a power play goal, and the Wranglers have tied it. The Wranglers have to be happy with that response, as the power play was one of the key points of the game. Topi Pukkanen gets the goal. Both Ivey brothers get an assist on that one. So Jack Ivey continues his point streak. Ben Ivey once again on the board. He scored a goal in last night's game. And Topi Pukkanen, who is also on the board in last night's contest, he gets back on the score sheet. He had a goal last night. He has a goal here today. It's a brand new game. Just 3:45 into tonight's contest. So if you're late to the party, got bad news for you. You've already missed 2 goals. Off the draw, Pershman gains center red and dumps it in. McNaughton finds Ritchie. Just to work it up to Tommy Chunchikov. Puck goes by him. Luke Morrison to help out. He'll tumble his way into the offensive zone. McNaughton will lift the puck towards DeMarco at the far half wall. Gets it below the goal line for McNaughton. On his backhand, centers it. Breaking it up for the Ice Rays is Forsilius. Puck comes to the stick of Morris. He goes down. Arm is raised. And the Wranglers are going to go back to the power play. So Wranglers already 1 for 1. They'll get a chance to go 2 for 2 as they look to make it a 2-1 game. Tripping is the call, 4:14 into the first period. In the box is Forsilius for the Ice Rays. And the Wranglers go back on the power play. That first power play unit still out there for the Wranglers. Includes the Ivey brothers and Pukkanen with McDonald. McDonald here between the circles finds Jack Ivey. He scores! Jack Ivey makes it 2-1. That's now goals in 5 straight games for Jack Ivey. And the Wranglers are now 2 for 2 on the power play in a very, very young contest. Jack Ivey gets the goal. McDonald gets the assist, as does Ben Ivey. Comes 4:23 into the first period. So after the Wranglers surrendered the first goal of the game, they came storming back with 2 power play goals. That's got to put a smile on head coach Ryan Anderson's face. And we called it, we talked about it in the pregame show. Power play is one of the keys for the Wranglers. If they can get that unit rolling, it's going to be very dangerous. It'll help them out in earning some wins this season. Power play was 12% coming into tonight's game. They're already 2 for 2 here tonight, and they're off on the right foot. He's off the draw. They declare it's a false start, and so they'll redo it again. We're not even 5 minutes into this contest, and we've already seen 5 goals. So, I mean, for one of those people that arrives to a game late, I encourage you, you should get there on time, because something like this can always happen. Doherty gains center red, fires it in, meeting it at the far half wall is Papaspropoulos. He'll work it below the goal line, looking for Topi Pukkanen, cutting it off is Fasciano. In to help out was Biederman. In the neutral zone now, So Bush gains Wranglers blue, takes a shot, goes over the glove of Gons, and off the end boards. J meets the puck at the far half wall. Stealing it away from him is Papaspropoulos, who gets it to Doherty from behind his net. He takes a big check from Caffarelli. As the IceRays try and center it out in front, hits a man, and comes to the stick of Topi Pukkanen. He moves to the neutral zone, goes right side for Papaspropoulos. He takes a hit and will lose it to Caffarelli. Right wing breakout, Fasciano has the IceRays goal. We get a stoppage of play, 5:08 into the first period. Both teams going off for a change. Looks like that was the offside call there. So we'll have a neutral zone draw on the near side boards, as you see it on NAHL TV, the exclusive streaming partner of the North American Hockey League. Zach By will take the draw for Amarillo. Linton against him. Linton will win it. He'll get it to Brust. He will dump it in hard around the boards. IceRays bank it off the end boards. Meeting it on the near side is Phillips. He will try and jam it loose from a convergence of players, and he gets it to Divine Apollon. He'll tap it into the offensive zone, but first man on is Hintz. He will find Linton. As the IceRays feeling some pressure for Wranglers forecheck. Jeffries takes a shot from the point. Sticked away easily by Marks. Having trouble covering the puck. He still doesn't have it. Goes below the goal line. Wranglers try and center it again, as now there's a skirmish after the whistle. Fans getting restless. Divine Apollon is in the middle of it. That's nothing new. Looks like Marks lost his gloves, and Divine Apollon's dropped his, and they've got a fight. Divine Apollon drags down an IceRay to the ground. Brings him back up. They're still going. Apollon gets in a few lefts. Right shot there from Gage Perillo. Apollon, uppercut, gets a few more shots, and Perillo goes down. Divine Apollon receives an ovation from the crowd, and he encourages more. The Wranglers love him here in West Texas. As in just a little over 5 minutes into this game, we've already seen 3 goals, 2 of which coming on the power play, and a fight. And of course it was Divine Apollon in the middle of it. He's not scared of fighting. He's willing to drop the gloves at any time and stick up for his teammates. And on the receiving end of that was Gage Perillo. I don't think Perillo knew what he was getting into when he decided to drop him with Divine Apollon. So we'll see what comes out of this as the officials come together at the scorer's table. shots 4-1 in favor of the Wranglers. So just to kind of backtrack to what happened before the fight, looks like the Wranglers took a shot on goal. Marks made the save. He was sprawled out. Puck was loose. Puck went below the goal line. Sometime during that, Marks lost his glove, which went below the goal line. The whistle blew, and there was a skirmish afterwards. And then, not much later, Divine and Paulin and Gage Perillo dropped their gloves, and they went toe-to-toe. Paulin eventually swinging Perillo to the ground. And now both of them are in the penalty box as the officials try and make something out of this. So fighting, 10-minute misconduct for both of them. That comes at 5:46 into the first period. So Divine Apollon is going to be escorted out. He'll go down the tunnel as he high-fives some Wranglers fans on his way out. As I said before, he's quickly become a fan favorite here in Amarillo. So after all that, and all the commotion that caused, we'll have a draw in the Ice Rays zone to the left of Bryant Marks. Ice Rays win it. Govidaris swings from behind his own net. Right wing breakout, moves towards the center. Throws it to his right. Finds Cody Kemp. He'll bank it off the inboards. Govidaris will chip it down further. Jack Ivey comes away with the puck. Already has a goal in tonight's game. Finds Ben Ivey, stretch pass, shoots, and it goes off the inboards. Ben was home alone. It's just him and the goaltender to beat. Puck back on his stick. Centering pass from McDonald glances off his stick and comes to Bourgault. Quickly on the transition game, the Ice Rays swing it deep into the Wranglers zone. Bourgault throws a hit on DeMarco. He lost his stick. He picks it back up. Here's Jack Ivey moving over the Ice Rays blue line. Throws it across. McDonald centers it for Ben Ivey. He takes a shot again, and he just missed the net. Wranglers buzzing here. Bourgault moves into the offensive zone, finds Polshikov, tries to go back to Bourgault, stolen away by Colin Doherty. Always seems to be in the right place at the right time. Good defensive play there. Wranglers will spin it deep into the offensive zone. Ice Rays will come away with the puck. They look to break out here. Stretch pass up ahead off the stick of Biederman. Can't corral it for the moment. Puck up for grabs at the point, and coming away with it is Pukkanen. Helping him out is Roman Zapp. They're clustered by a few Ice Rays. They come away with the puck. So Bush move in, try and center a pass. It was just too far ahead. Wranglers quickly go ahead the other way. Right wing, Zapp unable to firmly hold the puck on his stick. He'll have to retreat back out to the neutral zone where McRoberts will dump it in. He takes an open ice hit from Caffarelli. As both guys are back on their feet. Fasciano on the right side gains the red line, dumps it into the Wranglers zone right on Gons, who elects to play the puck. 12:27 to go in the first period. As from the center line, Hintz will throw it down. Shunchikov with a big hit on him in open space. Puck will go all the way back down to Bryant Marks, who will leave it for Connor Brust. Right wing breakout here for the Ice Rays. They'll move in, take a shot, and they score! Max Tedestedt ties the game at 2. He was moving in with speed, and he took the shot from the near circle, and he was able to beat Luka Gons over his right shoulder. And 7:55 into the first period. It's a 2-2 game. The goal is going to belong to Max Tedestedt. He makes it 2-2. We're waiting the official word on the assists. As off the draw, Brust goes across for Hintz. D-to-D Ice Rays looking to add to their total of 2. Miller in the neutral zone for Amarillo. Puck gets caught up in his skates. DeMarco throws it up to him, who is still in the neutral zone. Comes to Brust in the IceRays zone. He'll play catch with his teammate. Comes back to Brust. Gains center red. He's looking for a left wing breakout, but he is caught in the middle of a sandwich of Zach By and Kyle DeMarco. The Wranglers will dump the puck into IceRays territory. From their own zone, the IceRays send it up to the neutral ice. Miller tries to dump it into the Corpus Christi zone, but he is offside. And so with 11:14 to go in the first period, most recent goal coming from Max Tedestedt. It's a brand new game, and I've said that a few times already, but it's a brand new game, and we're not even 10 minutes in. Looks like it's going to be a high-scoring affair here in Amarillo. The draw will be in the neutral zone. As we will head to our media timeout, we'll be back in just a moment on NHL TV and our YouTube audio feed.
This is Colin Doherty, and you're listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Welcome back to all here in Amarillo. 11:12 to go in the first period. Is off the neutral zone draw. Gagnon gains center red and will dump it into the IceRays zone. Ivey, Jack that is, comes out with the puck, slides it to Gagnon. He tries to work it further, but the IceRays getting a few good defensive sticks in front of that pass. Will stymie the Wranglers at the blue line. We get another offside call. 10:59 to go in the first period. So back and forth game so far. The IceRays got the first one. Wranglers scored the next two on the power play. And most recently it was Max Tedestedt getting the next goal to make it a 2-2 game. Off the draw, Wranglers win it. Jeffries gets it to McRoberts. Wranglers stuffed in the neutral zone. Puck is chopped towards Luka Gans. He'll elect to play it. Puck is worked up to Topi Puukkonen, evading some pressure from Fasciano. He'll backpedal to the safety of behind his own net. Drop it off for Henry McRoberts. Puukkonen took a hit in the corner, well away from the play, and that'll be a penalty. Looks like going to the box for the IceRays is going to be number 28, Matthew Bourgault. Wranglers heading to the Budweiser power play. They're 2 for 2 on the power play so far here tonight. At 9:24 into the first period, it's going to be a roughing call. The Wranglers will have to go 3 for 3 on the power play and regain the lead. Draw will be to the right of Marks in the near circle. Draw is won by Corpus Christi. Fasciano tries to dump it out. It's a funny hop off the boards, but assisting the puck towards the neutral zone is Sobush. As the Wranglers look to regroup here, an errant pass goes past Ben Ivey. IceRays trying to get out. They turn it over to Puukkonen. Finds Gagnon, moving in, takes a shot, and a blocker save by Marks. Puukkonen holds it in at the line. He'll drop it for Ivey into the near corner. Jack Ivey spins away from pressure. Tries to slide it across to Ben, but Sobush is able to get his stick in the way of that pass. Puck comes back out to center. Ben Ivey over the blue line, goes left side for Puukkonen, drops it off for McDonald. To the point for Jack Ivey. At the line, gets it to Gagnon. Circle. Jack to Ben. Takes a shot and goes wide. Buchanan below the goal line. Gets dragged down. No call. Held half wall by Ivey. Moves it to Gagnon. Jack Ivey skates in. Takes a shot and a blocker save by Marks. And Ivey works it up to the point for Gagnon. Across for Jack Ivey at the circle. Back to Gagnon. Fakes a shot. Back to Jack Ivey. For Gagnon. Back to Jack Ivey. They trade places. Finds Ben Ivey. Tries to go with a one-timer and he fans on the shot. Keeps possession though. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Gagnon. One-timer save made by Marks. He loses an edge in the corner. Gagnon does. Helping him regain possession is McDonald. Tries to center it for Ben Ivey. Pass goes behind him. And the Wranglers will have to regroup. They get a change of bodies here on the power play. Coming out to play the puck is Luca Gons. He gets it to Doherty. DeMarco coming in to help him out as the Ice Rays apply a forecheck here with just 12 seconds to go on the man advantage. Papaspropoulos over the blue line. Button hooks, finds Doherty at the point. He'll take a shot, and it goes into the glove of Marks. So 4 seconds remaining on the power play for the Wranglers. Got 8 shots on the board to the Ice Rays 3. Still a 2-2 game with 8:39 to go in the first. Crazy action so far here in the Budweiser bullpen. Draw will be to the right of Marks in the near circle as you see it on NHL TV. Roman Zapp will lean in to take the draw. Against him is Forsilius. Zapp wins it, gets it to Papaspropoulos. We're back to 5-on-5. At the line, Doherty takes a shot, goes off a man, puck loose in between the circles, and the Ice Rays get it back out to center ice. Wranglers will dump it in. They'll chase after it. Govidaris behind his own net, turns it over. Morris shoots! Save made by Marks. Luke Morris had an excellent scoring chance on the turnover. Govidaris moves to the neutral zone, will dump it in. It'll hop off the boards towards Gons, and he will cover. Crashing into him was Doherty, and now a bunch of chaos ensues behind the Wranglers' net. 8:08 to go in the first period in a tied game. Tempers flare. Doesn't look like we're going to have a penalty here. For the moment. Draw will come to the neutral zone, and we're getting some updates here. Looks like we are still 5-on-5. McDonald late to come off the bench, so no penalty on the play. We're still 5-on-5. They'll take the draw to the neutral zone. And the Ice Rays win that draw. Govidaris slides between some Wranglers defenders. McDonald picks his pocket, quickly moving over the red line, evading some pressure for the moment. It's his pocket picked by Purgeman, who quickly tries to go the other way. Gains Wranglers blue. Stealing it away from him was Ben Ivey. Works up to McDonald. Tries to slide between the defense, and he does. Looks for Ivey out in front. Puck just behind him. McRoberts will send it below the goal line. Comes to Purgeman as the Ice Rays move it out to center. Kuznetsov, who's had a really good start to the season for the Ice Rays, will work it to the neutral zone. They'll dump it in. Goes off the inboards to McNaughton, and the Wranglers quickly working the transition game here. McNaughton will move in, stop at the half wall, turn, and send it further. Looking for Tommy Chunchikov. He'll look to work the puck to Luke Morris, but the Ice Rays will come away with it. It's Biederman. Had a goal in last night's game. He'll move it across. They shoot, and they fan on the shot. Puck trickles into the blue paint. Gons didn't see it, and the Wranglers are able to escape more dangerous. Kyle DeMarco just says, I'm going to fire this puck down the length of the ice. I don't care about the icing. I just got to get that puck out of the blue paint. And high awareness from the alternate captain of the Wranglers, Kyle DeMarco. Has a very high hockey IQ, always seems to be in the right place at the right time. And he was able to Get out of that crisis for the Wranglers. The draw is won by Amarillo for the moment in their own zone. IceRays come away with the puck. They'll throw it on goal, sticked away by Gons. Puck comes to the end boards by the Bud Light sign. McNaughton has it pinned up against the boards. Now and there is DeMarco. Puck up against that yellow line that goes around the boards. Eventually now it'll come to McNaughton, who tries to get out. Glove down by Caffarelli. He'll take a shot, goes off a man, and hits the end boards. On the stick of DeMarco, moves it up to Chichkov, who moves it along the right-hand side. Below the goal line, Tommy Chichkov battles with a few IceRays, but eventually Corpus Christi comes away with the puck. He will dump it into the Wrangler zone off the boards, but did not gain the red line, and so it'll be an icing. The draw will come all the way back down near Bryant Marks. 6:16 to go in the first period. We're tied at 2 apiece. Wranglers lead the shot margin 9-5. So they have the edge by 4. Zach By will take the draw. Against him is Billy Biederman for the IceRays. Draw at the far circle. By sends it to the boards. Crashing in is Phillips. They're battling for it. We'll see who comes away as they continue to joust. Puck goes into the neutral zone. Gagnon finds Miller, and now Doherty. Goes D-to-D for Gagnon. He will bank it off the wall as the puck rolls deep into IceRays territory. Morley Phillips chases after it. He's got the puck on his stick. Tries to swing it around for Miller, intercepted by Fasciano, and the IceRays are able to get it back out to center. By with possession finds Gagnon, backpedaling in his own zone. Takes a funny bounce off the boards. As now puck just ping-ponging around. IceRays shoot. That's Borgel. Takes that shot. Pad save by Gons. As the Wranglers gain IceRays blue. Take a shot. That's Miller. Blocked by Fasciano. The bank it off his own end boards. Finds Belanger. As the Wranglers able to get a partial change going on, comes Pukkanen and Zapp. McNaughton still out there. Puck up for grabs in the neutral zone. Belanger will gain center red and rim it around the boards. Comes to the near side. Pukkanen finds the puck on a stick, slings it to the boards. Another funny hop in the corner. IceRays have possession now. At the line go Vidaris. Tries to go between the D. Does for the moment, but helping to pitch it to center is Topi Pukkanen. Papaspropoulos with Pukkanen. Moving in, Papaspropoulos to the backhand. Just missed the net. Wasn't able to get his full strength on that backhand shot. Pukkanen below the goal line. Will send it to Papaspropoulos, but he's lost his stick, and so he can't handle it. IceRays work it into the far corner. Wranglers come away with the puck. Flying into the offensive zone is Zapp. He'll button hook. Look for reinforcements. Pass goes off an IceRay. Moving in is Tedestet. Can't get a shot away. As DeMarco was defending him. Puck comes to the neutral zone. Jensen will dump it in for Corpus Christi. Looked like he was going to go off for a change. He stays on. IceRays applying the forecheck. They steal the puck away. Centering attempt. Shot is blocked by DeMarco. Second chance is loose out in between the circles. Comes to the point. It's Hintz. Centers it. IceRays try to do a backhand pass. That was Linton. Pass was intercepted by DeMarco. 3:38 to go in the first period. Hintz from his own zone finds Tedestet. He will dump it into the Wranglers zone. It's an icing call, so he'll have to stay on. Exactly 3:30 to go in the first period. 2-2 game, but now the shot count is 9-7, so the IceRays closing in. The margin is now just 2. Max Tedestet getting his first goal of the season to make it a 2-2 game. That's our most recent goal. Another brilliant opportunity most recently. He's in the corner. Hintz will bank it out to center ice. Gagnon from the red line will send it in. Out to play it is Marks. He'll backhand it to Hintz. Off the boards comes to Jack Ivey, who tries to spin and turn back into the IceRays zone at the blue line, but he's offside. And so 3:14 to go in the first. We'll have a neutral zone draw. We're not even 20 minutes into the game, and the fans have already gotten their money's worth. 4 goals total, 2 goals on each side. We'll recap all the action that's happened so far in our first intermission report, which is coming up at the break. As Doherty banks it off the boards in the neutral zone, tries to find Jack Ivey up ahead, but it was just too far away for him. Belanger and the IceRays work their way into the neutral zone. Turn it over to McNaughton. Finds McDonald moving up ahead below the circle. Takes a shot. Save made by Marks. Puck is taken away by Belanger. IceRays gain the red line. Fire it hard around the boards. Met at the half wall by Gagnol. And we will get a stoppage with 2:44 to go in the first. Looks like we're going to have a call here as we await what that may be. Wranglers 2 for 3 on the power play so far in tonight's contest. Looks like they will go to the penalty kill for the first time in tonight's game. Jack McDonald goes to the box. Too many men on the ice for the Wranglers, and if you're a coach, you're not too happy about that. Looks like Ryan Anderson got a scowl on his face with that call, and you never want to see that if you're a coach. It's what they call a lazy penalty, a penalty that doesn't need to be taken. Jack McDonald will serve it. He's in the box for 2 minutes. IceRays go to the power play with 2:44 to go in the first. Wranglers win the defensive zone draw, and they quickly fire it down to Marks to kill some time. Wranglers penalty kill operating at 93% coming into tonight's game. They've been fantastic, although they did surrender 2 goals on the 2 power play goals to the IceRays in last night's contest. As here's Ben Ivey. He's on a breakaway all alone. Ivey moves in. He scores! Ben Ivey, shorthanded. Wranglers lead 3-2. That is the Wranglers' first shorthanded goal of the season. And it's the captain getting the work done. Ben Ivey with the goal. They say it's unassisted. 17:41 into the first. Well, it looked like the IceRays were applying the pressure in the offensive zone and then took a funny bounce. Came to Jack Ivey. Something happened in the neutral zone. Puck worked its way over to Ben, and he was home free. Moved in towards Marks, and he's able to put it by him. It's a shorthanded goal for the Wranglers with 2:19 to go in the first. And so while Wranglers probably weren't too happy with the too many men on the ice penalty, that makes up for it just a little bit, as they now have the lead in what's been a back-and-forth game so far in Amarillo. McNaughton, Chunchikov, and DeMarco, as well as McRoberts are out there for the Wranglers. They're still on the penalty kill for the next minute 33, as McRoberts will send it into the IceRays zone. Chasing after it is Fasciano. Ben Ivey now has goals in back-to-back games. It's his second of the season. As the IceRays work it to the far corner. It's met by a few Wranglers. Puck bounces out to the point for Fasciano. He holds it in. Finds Borgo at the half wall. Goes across for a shot by Kuznetsov that rings the dinner bell off the post. Comes to Borgo at the half wall. Defending him is McNaughton. Comes to the point. Fasciano takes a shot. Blocked out in front by McRoberts. Tries to get it out. Held in by Fasciano. To Borgo. He'll shoot. Blocked out in front. IceRays still possession. Holding in at the line is Fasciano. Works it to the half wall for Borgo. 42 seconds on the power play. He'll shoot from the line. Save made. Rebound. They score. Nils Forsilius gets a power play goal, and we're tied at 3. Nils Forsilius, who scored in last night's contest, he's got a goal here in tonight's game, and we're tied once again with 1:22 to go in the first. So on the same power play, or I guess on the same penalty, We saw a shorthanded goal and a power play goal. It's Nils Forsilius getting assists. From Borgo and Fasciano. IceRays win the ensuing draw. We're back to 5-on-5. A little over a minute to go in the first period. Linton from the left side taps it to Jensen, goes by him. Gagnon, the first one on it, meets it in the corner, bounces it off an IceRay, comes to Papaspropoulos. Puck pinned up against the corner boards. We're under a minute remaining in the first period. Alex Papaspropoulos now in the near corner. We'll go across to Gagnon at center ice. He'll lose it to Belanger at the half wall. Puck chipped back out to the neutral zone. Papaspropoulos has it at the red line. Wranglers try and tap it up to head to Zap, taken away by Belanger. He'll move in, shoot, and a glove save by Gons, and he'll hold. 27.3 seconds to go in the first period. We've already seen 6 goals in this contest. It has already surpassed the total that we saw what we saw at this point last night, and what ended up being a 5-4 Wranglers shootout win. We only saw 1 goal in the first period last night, and that belonged to the IceRays. It's 3-3 here. Caffarelli off the draw, gets it to the line. Bruss takes a shot. Pad saved by Gons. Rebound comes to McDonald. He'll work it out to center ice. Jack Ivey sends it across for Ben. Ben Ivey at the red line. Works it up ahead to McDonald. Wranglers stymied at the line. Caffarelli will pick it up, move into the Wranglers zone on his backhand. Will move in, take a shot. Goes wide. McDonald picks up a loose puck. 2 seconds to go, though. Not enough time for the Wranglers to go back on offense, and that'll do it. As time expires for the first period, it's the Wranglers 3 and the IceRays 3 after 20 minutes of play. Fast and furious, exciting first period. So much happened, and we'll recap it all on the first intermission report. Coming up in just a few minutes on NHL TV and our YouTube audio feed.
This is Colin Doherty, and you're listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
This is Topi Puikkonen, and you are listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
welcome back to the Budweiser bullpen. If you were late to the party, sorry, you missed a few goals, as getting the scoring started was Fasciano for the IceRays. Made it a 1-0 game, just a little under 3 minutes into the first period. The Wranglers on the power play were able to storm back. Just 59 seconds later, Topi Pukkanen picked up a goal. He's now got double digits in points. That was his 10th point on the season. Pukkanen gets the power play goal from Ben Ivey and Jack Ivey. That made it a 1-1 game. And then the Wranglers later again on the power play, 4:23 into the first period. Jack Ivey scores the goal. What else is new? I mean, he's been doing that for the last 5 games now, extends his goal streak to 5 straight games. Jack Ivey gets on the board. Assists go to Connor McNaughton and Ben Ivey. Again, it's a power play goal. That made it 2-1. And with 7:55 to go in the first period, Max Tedestedt gets his first goal of the season. In just his second game played, that goal coming from Ryan Hintz and Connor Brust, making it a 2-2 game. Then the Wranglers went to the penalty kill for too many men on the ice. And then 17:41 into the first period, Ben Ivey scored unassisted, shorthanded, to make it a 3-2 game. So Ben Ivey's got his fingerprints all over this game. He's already got a goal and 2 assists in the first frame. That made it 3-2. And then 18:38 into the first period, the IceRays were able to tie it up before we headed into the intermission. It was Nils Forselius who scored in last night's game, getting the goal. And that came on the power play, coming from Matthew Borgo and Luca Fasciano. So Fasciano on the blue line has done good work offensively and defensively for the IceRays this season. Fasciano has a goal and an assist in tonight's game. So, I mean, the game just blew wide open. Really early on into the first period, it seemed like both teams were struggling a little bit on defense. Goaltenders struggling to make a few saves tonight in this game, and as a result of that, you've got 6 goals on the board in just 20 minutes of play. We had 4 goals or apiece total in regulation last night, for 8 regulation goals total. We're just too shy of that, and of course the shootout winner was in, the 5th goal for the Wranglers was in the shootout winner, which doesn't technically get credited, but that made it a 5-4 victory in the shootout last night for the Wranglers. Bit of a different story here today, as last night the Wranglers were down by 1 after 20 minutes of play. Well, now both teams are tied at 3. It'll be a very interesting approach to this second period. Can't wait to see what both coaches do. I mean, it would go figure. I mean, you got 6 goals here in the first period, and watch, we'll probably get a scoreless second. I mean, who knows? I mean, that's hockey for you. I'm sure both coaches will make adjustments in the intermission. Sylvain Cloutier, the head coach and GM for the Corpus Christi IceRays, and Ryan Anderson, the head coach of the Amarillo Wranglers. I'm sure that there's going to be a good conversation in the locker room as to what they need to do in the second period to really tighten up defensively. Pull away with the win here in the last 40 minutes. When tied after 1 period, the Wranglers are 2-0, so that bodes well for them heading into the second frame. In games where the Wranglers score 4 or more goals, they're 3-0, so I mean, if the Wranglers were to win this game, they'd have to score another goal. So that bodes well in their favor as well. But only time will tell. We'll have to see. Luka Gans got the start in net for the Wranglers. He stopped 7 of 10. Last night was Connor McDonald. He came away with the win, stopping 25 of 29. We'll see what Ryan Anderson elects to do in the intermission. But one good thing for the Wranglers as well in the first period was the power play, which went 2 for 3 in the first period. kill was 1 for 2. As the IceRays were able to cash in on that same penalty that Ben Ivey scored on shorthanded. So, interesting game so far. We've seen just a little mix of everything. And, oh, how could I forget? Divine Apollon caught in a fight with Corpus Christi's Gage Perillo about midway through the first period. So, this game has pretty much seen it all. I mean, we see the shorthanded goal, a few power play goals, a fight, back and forth action, and everybody that's got a ticket here tonight that's paid the price of admission, they've gotten their money's worth, and we've still got 40 minutes and maybe then some to play here in Amarillo. So, fun game so far. We'll preview the second period in just a moment when we come back on NHL TV and our YouTube audio feed.
This is Topi Puikkonen and you are listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Gotta turn my mic on. Welcome back to the Budweiser Bullpen. First intermission report continuing. I'm Guy Chiarenza here bringing you all the action here from the Budweiser Bullpen. Let's get to some scores from around the league, particularly those involving the South Division. The Odessa Jackalopes take down the Colorado Grit earlier on this afternoon. They win 4-0, so they blank the Grit and pick up their third win of the season. The Oklahoma Warriors are up against the New Mexico Ice Wolves. That game is in its first intermission, and it is scoreless as we speak. Other South Division action is going on over in Lone Star. That's North Richland Hills, the NYTEX Sports Center, which is where the Wranglers will be next weekend. It's the Shreveport Mudbugs and the Lone Star Brahmas this weekend. And that game is in the first intermission, and it is scoreless. So, some South Division action going on there. And some South Division action going on here between the Wranglers and the IceRays. And really, this has been one of those games where it seems like it's anybody's game. We saw a flurry of goals in the first period. So what can you expect in the second period? Well, I mean, the spotlight so far has been on the skill players for both sides. I mean, the Ivey brothers are once again showing their skills. They're all over the stat sheet. Jack McDonald's been playing really well. Connor McNaughton getting in the mix there for the Wranglers. I mean, your skill players, you want to see them showing out. They're doing that here for the Wranglers here tonight. But I think in the second period, especially after a period that we saw here, it wouldn't surprise me a lot if we saw a bit of a lower scoring period as coaches make adjustments heading into the second frame. And really, for me, this is one of those periods where you looked at the skill players in the first period, and of course your eyes are always on them. But you're going to want to look for those guys that really provide some grit to your team, provide some little bit more depth. And for the Wranglers, I think this second period has got Tommy Chunchikov written all over it. He's been noticeable so far in this game, and usually when a guy stands out like that, you can just tell that he's due. And Tommy Chunchikov is due. I think it's only a matter of time before he gets first goal of the season. And really, I look at that third line for the Wranglers, the same line that started the game, that Chunchikov, McNaughton, and Morris line. All three of those guys have been pretty noticeable when they've been on the ice in this game. So we'll have to see. Only time will tell, but I think that line is due for a big moment here in the second period and on. And speaking of Tommy Chunchikov, let's give a big shout out to his family that's watching all the way from Latvia. His dad Alex and his babushka watching far, far away over the pond in Latvia Big shout out to them. Thank you for supporting Tommy and the Wranglers by watching on NAHL TV. We appreciate your support. We know Tommy does as well, as the Wranglers look to come away with their third straight victory, but standing in the way is the Corpus Christi IceRays. We're not going to back down without a fight. I speak that figuratively and literally. We've already seen a fight in tonight's game, and we've got a flurry of goals. So it's been a fun contest. Who knows what else is in store? All the more reason why to hang with us here on NHL TV and our YouTube audio feed and find out what happens here tonight. Second period action should be coming up in just a moment. Both teams have retaken the ice. They're both huddled around their benches, respectively. As Divine Apollon has returned for the Wranglers. He'll move to the penalty box, still serving a little bit of time. Gage Perillo in the box for the IceRays as they engaged in hand-to-hand combat in the first period. We'll see if that carries over into the second. We are underway with second period action here from the Budweiser bullpen in Amarillo. Corpus Christi wins the draw. They will skate from right to left, Wranglers from left to right. Puck up for grabs in the Corpus Christi zone. Gets knocked out to center ice, where the IceRays will move in, try and center a pass. Takes a few bounces and comes to the stick of Shunchikov. IceRays send it in further. Puck at the far half wall. Shunchikov will send it behind his net, finds Doherty. Tries to chip it up ahead for Morris, who gets checked by Bellinger. Wranglers escape their own zone. McNaughton gains center red and dumps it in. That line will go off for a change. Shunchikov applying the forecheck here. That's something that he does so well. He's a great forechecker. He loves to apply the pressure offensively. As McDonald has it in the neutral zone. Puck hits a skate and comes to Linton, who moves it right side for Kempf. And just 59 seconds into the second period, it's an offside. So the draw will come to the neutral zone. 3-3 game. McDonald out there with Jack Ivey, Ben Ivey, DeMarco, and TJ Ritchie. Off the draw, IceRays win it. They will tap it into the Wranglers zone. TJ Ritchie chasing after it. Takes a hit on the end wall from Zakar Polshikov as the Wranglers are able to work it back to the neutral zone. Ben Ivey left side, skates in, takes a shot, and a save made by Marks. Dangerous chance there for the Wranglers captain as they look to find him again, but the pass is intercepted by the IceRays. They send out to central ice where it's scooped up by Amarillo's Lucas Jeffries. Teams trading possession. Here comes Polshikov moving in right side. Tries to center it, but he is defended well by Kyle DeMarco. Kyle steals the puck away. Puck goes to the point for a shot by Hintz. That is saved by Gahn. Still directed to the near corner. IceRays with a shot attempt there. Comes to Hintz at the blue line. They'll try and center it. Nobody home. Goes off the corner. Comes to the point. IceRays dump it in. Borgo from behind the net tries to wrap around. Gahn's with the poke check to evade that danger. Caffarelli stood up by Monarco below the blue line. Center and pass, shot. The save made by Gons. DeMarco in the near corner will send it to the neutral zone for Jack Ivey. He's met by Brust. Chop it into the Wranglers zone. Amarillo trying to go back on the forecheck. Teams trading possession here early on in the second period. 2:30 gone in the second frame. Topi Pukkanen moving with speed for the neutral zone. Gains IceRays blue. Drops it off for Jack Ivey. He'll shoot and just misses the nets. Puck trickles out to the circle. IceRays slap it to the half wall and eventually will try and sky it to the neutral ice, and they do. Biederman gains Wranglers blue. Takes a shot from the circle. Sticked away easily by Gons. To the far wall it goes. It's picked up by Alex Papaspropoulos. He'll go across for Gagnon. tries to drop it for Puukkonen. IceRays get a stick on it, and they will move to the neutral zone. 3-on-2 developing if they hurry. Caffarelli finds Govidaris. He takes a shot. Off a stick, moves to the near corner. Move it up ahead for Puukkonen in the neutral zone, gains the red line. He'll dump it in and chase after it. Defending him is Bellinger. Puukkonen centers. Miller just couldn't get there fast enough. IceRays direct it to the far wall. Puck hops up in the air, takes a few bounces. It comes to the stick of Bellinger. He'll move it to the right side. As taking a thunderous hit from Miller was Govidaris. He's now just getting back to his feet. He's got the puck on his stick now. Comes dangerously out in front of the crease. And Bryant Marks is well aware of that, and he'll hold it. There's 16-17 to go in the second period. And after the whistle, some tempers flare, and bodies come together in the near corner. Officials are there to break it up. Shots are 13-12 in favor of the visiting IceRays. So on come the Ivey brothers with Jack McDonald. That line has been red hot. See what they can do here in the second period and beyond. Defensively, it's Henry McRoberts with Lucas Jeffries. Wranglers' third pairing out there. As off the draw, the IceRays win it. They'll send it into the Wranglers' bench, so we get a stoppage of play. 16-12 to go in the second. This is only the Wranglers' second game in this building so far this season. It's my second game here as well, but something that I've noticed, particularly about the ice and the boards, is just seem to be so many funny bounces. Puck is really unpredictable here in this building. Sometimes players will shoot it off the wall and it'll just go the opposite direction. As the IceRays move into the Wranglers' zone, they try and shoot. Shot is broken up defensively by Jeffries. Stretch pass up ahead for Ivey just goes astray. Comes to Marks. He'll play it out to the neutral zone. He's looking for Kuznetsov, who finds Forsilius, moves between the circles, takes a shot, and a save made by Gons. Puck goes behind Gons. Defensively, it's McRoberts. Tries to get it to Ivey. Turnover to Kuznetsov. Skate around to the near half wall, off the boards it goes. Comes to the stick of Jack Ivey, who works it across for McDonald in the neutral zone. At the red line, the puck hops up, back to the stick of McDonald, gains center red, and will dump it in. Out from behind his own net to play it is Bryant Marks. Sam Bellinger in the neutral zone finds Kuznetsov. He will backhand pitch it into the Wranglers' zone. TJ Ritchie will look to come out of his own zone, and he does. He'll flip it to McNaughton. Now in the offensive zone, but they'll have to backpedal. Puck comes to Perillo, who'll move into the Wranglers' zone with speed. He'll take a shot, and then it goes astray. Never saw the net. Good defensive play by Kyle DeMarco. In the corner, comes to the stick of Kuznetsov. Centering pass broken up defensively by the Wranglers. They'll quickly go the other way. Luke Morris, head up, tries to center it. Hits the stick of Brust, and he'll send it out to center. DeMarco will rim it around the boards. Be met at the far half wall by Hintz. Both teams will make a change. Brust. Drop pass. Shot from Jensen goes wide. They picked up by Puukkonen. Quickly moving in the transition zone. He's got Zap between the circles. Goes backhand. Finds Papaspropoulos and he scores! Alex Papaspropoulos gives the Wranglers the lead. It's 4-3. And so the Wranglers are on the board first in the second period. Alex Papaspropoulos makes it a 4-3 game. The only assist coming from Topi Puukkonen. 5:46 into the second frame. And so the Wranglers once again have the lead. And that just continues to add to the madness that we've seen so far in this game. gotten in to take the draw. Ice Rays win it. Comes to Purgeman. Off the boards. He finds some help at center ice. Kemp moving right side, takes a shot. Stick saved by Gons. Puck bounces through the skates of Luke Morris. He's able to corral it and move through the neutral zone into Ice Rays territory. They'll work it up ahead for Tommy Chunchikov. We'll send it around the boards to the near half wall. Ice Rays are there to meet it. They will escape their own zone. Kemp moves into the Wranglers zone. He'll send it around, meeting it on the half wall are the Ice Rays. Below the goal line, the puck goes. A bunch of players meet it in the far corner. Ice Rays with possession will turn it over to Gagnon. He's behind his own net now. Sends it up ahead for Colin Doherty, who will move left side. Has to pitch it to McNaughton, but the pass was ahead of him. Ice Rays have it. They'll go across, move in, take a shot. Save made by Gons. Might have gotten a piece of it. Second try is deflected wide by Gagnon. Ice Rays again. Caffarelli takes a shot between the circles. Second try is stopped by Gons. And with 13:06 to go in the second period, he will hold and cover. Draw will be to the left of Luca Gons. In to take it is Ben Ivey and Billy Biederman. Puck is directed to the half wall. Wranglers come away with it for the moment, driving to try and get it out to center. As a Wrangler, they're unable to do so. Shot from Biederman is saved by Gons and directed up into the netting. So with 12:56 to go in the second period, it's now a 4-3 game. The most recent goal coming 5:46 into the second period from Alex Papaspropoulos, and the assist going to Topi Pukkanen. 7 goals total and plenty of time to go. Off the draw comes to the stick of DeMarco. He will send it to neutral ice where the Ice Rays will return it back down to Gons. TJ Ritchie moves it up ahead, looking for Ben Ivey. McDonald there to chip it to Ivey. They'll dump it into the offensive zone. Out to play it as Marks. McDonald couldn't hold it in at the line. Puck bouncing around at center ice. Comes to McDonald. Moves it to Ben Ivey, who's now in Ice Rays territory. Jack Ivey finds the puck at the far half wall. Will jam it below the Ice Rays goal line. Biederman moves it left side for Sobush. Puck is taken away from the Ice Rays in neutral ice. Jack Ivey works over the blue line, but it looks like it's going to be offside on the Wranglers on that attempt. 12:10 to go in the second period, 4-3 game. Ice Rays lead the shot count by 2, 17-15. We've seen no penalties so far in the second period. Amarillo 2 for 3 on the power play so far in this game. Ice Rays are 1 for 2. They fire the puck in, takes a weird bounce, comes in front of Biederman. Ice Rays are quickly able to jump on it. Pukkanen applying pressure on the forecheck. Puck is in the far corner. They will roll it around to the near side. Picking it up is Kuznetsov. Goes across to the neutral zone for Samodral. Get a stoppage of play here. With 11:48 to go in period 2. At this point in the game, the Wranglers have taken the lead for the 3rd time tonight. And they are looking to try and hold this lead, although, as I said before, there's plenty of time to go and anything can happen. For the Wranglers, you want to try and jump out to a 2-goal lead here. It's off the draw. Papaspropoulos takes a shot. Save made by Marks. Puck is loose. He covers. Puck goes in the back of the net. They say no goal. The whistle is blown. And Wranglers fans voice their displeasure as Bryant Marks appears to be in a bit of discomfort after that play as the Wranglers were hacking and whacking at the puck. It was underneath him. And he's on one knee right now. We'll keep an eye on him. Wranglers fans unhappy with the no goal call, but from what I can tell, the whistle had already blown. Marks is back up to his feet, takes a quick little lap around the boards. Looks like he is good to go. Draw will be to his left. On for the Wranglers now is Topi Pukkanen, Roman Zapp, Nolan Gagnon, Alex Papasteropoulos, the most recent goal scorer, and at the blue line, Colin Doherty. Corsilius in to take the draw against Zapp. Puck up for grabs. IceRays come away with it. Will move to the neutral zone. There to receive it is Gagnon. He'll dump it in, and the puck makes a funny bounce again off the boards and just goes right through the blue paint. Wild. Zapp gets it to Doherty at the line, takes a shot, goes over the net. Picking up below the goal line is Papasteropoulos. Finds Pukkanen near corner. Will twist away from pressure. Pukkanen to Papasteropoulos. He'll shoot and just couldn't get it on goal. Pukkanen to Gagnon. He fires, and the save made by the Corpus Christi netminder. Puck goes below the goal line. Pukkanen chasing after it at the near half wall. IceRays are going to win that race. Forsilius couldn't handle it. Come to the neutral zone. Rust will help him out. He'll move in, take a shot, goes wide of Gons. Comes to the stick of Papasteropoulos in his own zone. He'll send it to the far side. Zapp in the neutral zone. Will stop, move over the blue line, go across looking for Gagnon, but the pass was a little too hard for him. Went off his skate, and Zapp will have to chase it back into his neutral zone. Move it to DeMarco, find Papasteropoulos in the neutral zone. Gagnon takes a shot. It's Pershman, at the top of the circle. IceRays quickly in the transition game, go the other way. Kuznetsov shoots it in, goes around the boards. Will be met in the corner by IceRays and Wranglers alike. Corsilius finds Govidaris between the circles. He can't rip a shot away. Goes to the near side. Kuznetsov is met by a Wranglers sandwich. Two bodies converge on him. From the line, Pershman takes a shot, blocked by Apollon. Govidaris with a try. And Luka Gons was ready for it. He makes the save. What action here in the second period. It's a one-goal game. Wranglers lead 4-3 here on the Wranglers Hockey Network on YouTube and on NHL TV.
This is Topi Puikkonen, and you are listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Well, we are 7 seconds away from reaching the midpoint of tonight's game, where we've already seen 7 goals. The IceRays lead the shot count by a two-shot margin, 18-6. So, crazy action. And we've still got at least 30 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Draw will be to the left of Luka Gons in the Wranglers zone. The Chunchikov line is out for Amarillo. Leaning in to take the draw is McNaughton. Against him is Linton. Puck up for grabs in the circle. Shot by Ferrillo is stopped by Gons. Sneaky little shot there. As Jeffries has the puck, he'll sky it out to center ice, and it'll roll into Corpus Christi's territory. They were looking for an icing. They're not going to get it. Puck didn't have enough speed. And so the IceRays plan a left wing breakout. Here's Linton in the offensive zone, takes a shot. Excellent block by McRoberts to stuff that attempt. He takes the puck, goes over the red line. Wranglers look to break out. He drifts to his right. McRoberts shoots, and a save made by Marks. 9:30 to go in the second period. Wranglers lead 4-3. Wild action here. in Amarillo. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. I mean, first it was 1-0 Corpus Christi on the goal from Fasciano. Then the Wranglers tie it up, and then some on the power play. They make it 2-1 with back-to-back power play goals. Then Corpus Christi comes back to make it 2-2. Amarillo comes away, makes it 3-2, and then late in the first period, Corpus Christi makes it 3-3, and then here, 5 minutes and 46 seconds into the second, Amarillo has the lead again, 4-3. Here's a shot by Ivey and a pad save by Marks. Goes to the half wall, taken away by Biederman. Can't escape his own zone. His pocket's picked by Jack Ivey. He'll send it below the goal line for Ben. Tries to work it around to the half wall. Nobody there, although Wranglers try and hold it in at the blue line and unable to do so. So they'll look to regroup and go back on the attack. Ben Ivey finds McDonald over the blue line. Unable to hold it there. DeMarco will just fire it in below the goal line. Fasciano here for Corpus Christi will work it up out of his zone to the neutral zone. So Bush move ahead for Caffarelli. Fasciano backhand shot. They score! Corpus Christi. Pearson Sobush ties the game at 4. And so just like that, it's a brand new game. And don't ask me to count how many times I've said that in tonight's contest. I don't remember. And I don't think it'll be the last time that I've said that either. We're tied once again on a goal from Pearson Sobush. 11-17. Assists coming from Fasciano and Caffarelli. So, we're back to a tie game off the ensuing draw. Wranglers win it. They'll wrap it around the boards. Papaspropoulos jostles for it at the half wall. He'll win that battle. Send it up to the line for Doherty. Far point. Will direct it out in front, looking for Pukinen. Couldn't get the tip in on goal. IceRays come away with it. They move with speed into the Wranglers zone. Here they come. Centering attempt. Excellent block by Colin Doherty. Dangerous chance there for the IceRays, and the returning defenseman was able to break it up. He's got the puck on a stick now, looks to go for a stretch pass for Papaspropoulos, just too far ahead. Hintz takes a big hit from Topi Pukinen in the corner. The Finnish man turned him into roadkill as here come the IceRays offensively. Deep in Wranglers territory, centering pass, they score! Zakhar Polshakov makes it a 5-4 game. And just like that, the lead changes again. .12:08 into the second period. The IceRays take the lead. Wow. What more can you say? Wow. So, Corpus Christi back with the lead again. We'll see what the Wranglers do in response. Shechikov took something up high. He will go to the bench as the Wranglers work it deep into the offensive zone. IceRays, Brillo, right side breakout. Here he comes. He'll shoot off the stick of DeMarco. Biederman, make that. Tedestedt has it below the goal line, tries to center it. Wranglers stymie that for the moment. Comes to Tedestedt, takes a shot, comes back to him, saved made by Gons, and on the second attempt, Luca's able to cover. And after the whistle tempers flare, we've got a skirmish here as everybody's found a dance partner. Somebody from Corpus Christi has lost their helmet. Make that Amarillo. Looks like Worley Phillips lost his bucket. Both helmets are the same color. And so we'll wait to see what the call is here. Not the first time that we've seen Some guys lose their cool after the whistle. We've not seen a penalty so far this period. IceRays lead it 5-4. Draw will come out to the neutral zone. Nobody's in the penalty box. We're still 5-on-5. Wranglers win it. Doherty goes D-to-D for Gagnon. He will send it up ahead for Jack Ivey. Glances off his stick. Bellinger will play it from his own zone. Turn it over to Ben Ivey. Centering pass for Jack. Just couldn't get a shot away. Wranglers again. Comes to Ben Ivey. He scores! We're tied at 5. Unbelievable. Puck was bouncing around. They were able to work it out to Ben Ivey. They had Marks beat. He was down like a starfish, and it was an easy chip-in goal for the Wranglers captain, his second of the evening. And it looks like Jack McDonald's going to get an assist on the goal. Coming at the 12:57 mark. Jack Ivey also picks up an assist. And so we're tied once again. If anybody has a guess as to what will happen next, go for it, because I have no idea. This game has been as unpredictable as they come. Ben Ivey now has a goal, 2 goals, and an assist in tonight's game. 2 assists. It's a 4-point game for Ben Ivey, and we're still in the second period. 2 goals, 2 assists. What else does he have in store? Jack Ivey has a goal and 2 assists. So the Ivey brothers firing on all cylinders. That top line for the Wranglers has been electric. It's a 5-5 game. Off the draw, Pukkanen finds DeMarco. He'll find Miller in the neutral zone. Goes past him. He'll race towards it below the Corpus Christi goal line. Puck works to Pukkanen. Goes past him. Papaspropoulos picks it up. Will try and dump it deeper, although it comes to the skates of Fasciano, and he'll dump it into the Wranglers zone. DeMarco will pick it up. Try and bank it off the boards to the neutral zone. Looking for Miller. Puck bouncing around. Corpus Christi comes away with it out of their own zone. Subush, left side, gets crunched by DeMarco. Across for Caffarelli! Save made by Gons! IceRays tried to go coast to coast, and Caffarelli on the tip-in attempt on the pass is stopped by Luka Gons. What a save from the German netminder. He keeps the score tied at 5 with 6:17 to go in the second period. Luka Gons is one of those goaltenders where it seems like in every game that he plays, he's due for one of those saves where it's just, you're just sitting there saying, how in the world did he do that? And there it was. Draw will be to his left at the far circle. McNaughton will take the draw against Polshikov, and McNaughton wins it. Wranglers trying to escape their own zone here. The puck is pinned up against the near half wall. Gagnon comes away with the puck. He'll find Doherty. Puck is fired into center ice, and taking a hit is Chunchikov. The arm is raised. As we got a penalty here. Tommy Chunchikov either took a stick or puck up high earlier on in the period. He's back, and he has the cage on. So he's gotten some modifications to his bucket. And Tommy Chunchikov is as tough as they come. He's back in the game with some facial protection. And he draws a penalty there, as the Wranglers are going to go back to the Budweiser power play. 2 for 3 so far in this game. It'll go against Zakhar Polshikov. He gets 2 minutes for boarding. So that top power play unit comes back out for the Wranglers. Off the draw, Ben Ivey tries to get it to Jack, although applying pressure is Perillo. Wranglers will have to scurry back into their own zone as Gagnon looks to restart the breakout. Jack Ivey turns it over at neutral ice. Gons comes well out of his net to play it. Fires it off the skates of Linton. Gons racing back to the blue paint, and the Ice Rays can't fire a shot away. Wranglers steal the puck back and evade any more danger. Left side, McDonald gains Ice Rays blue. Will dump and chase it. McDonald chops it back for Puukkonen. He's all alone at the half wall. He'll come out to the line, skate around to the right side, stop, turn, find Gagnon at the blue line. He'll go across for Jack Ivey. Across for Ben Ivey. Near side, Ben Ivey. Puck on his stick and his head up. Finds Puukkonen below the goal line. Back to Ben. Up to the line for Gagnon. Return pass for Ben Ivey. Takes a shot! Blocked out in front. Tip to the far half wall for Jack Ivey. He works it down below for McDonald. He tries to center it. Hits the side of the net. Comes to Brust. And he will lift it up and out of play. And that may be a delay of game. He was in his own zone when he fired it. He had already taken a seat on the bench. The officials come over and say, no, no, no. We'll see. Looks like nobody will go. They say hit the glass. So evading a little bit of danger there was Connor Brust. Very, very close. They say it just barely tipped the glass. Otherwise, he would have been in the box for 2 minutes for delay of game. But he's off the hook for now. Still a 5-5 game. Wranglers on the power play for the next 47 seconds. He's off the draw. They win it, get it to the line. Doherty faces some pressure from Perillo. Wranglers just dump it in. Held almost at the line by Doherty. He'll have to retreat to neutral ice. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Luke Morris here, offensively. McNaughton below the Ice Rays goal line. Jostles with Brust. Ice Rays are able to send it back down to Luka Gons. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Maybe one last gasp on the man advantage here for the Wranglers. Looks like they're not going to hurry anything, and so we're back to 5-on-5. Papaspropoulos into Ice Rays territory. Button hooks at the half wall. He's met by a few Corpus Christi players. They're able to find a way to get it back out to neutral ice. Biederman, drop pass, looking for Sobush. Tries to return it to Biederman. Wranglers break it up. Shot from the line, stopped by Gons. Sobush, back up to the point. Bergman takes a shot. Goes over the heads of everyone, off the inboards to Govidaris. He'll bank it out the Budweiser signs behind Gons. Centering pass, shot is fanned on. Govidaris, second try, blocked by DeMarco. Arm is raised. Looks like it's going to be a cross-checking penalty. And who is the guilty culprit? They're going to get Colin Doherty. So the Wranglers will go to the penalty kill. Colin Doherty gets 2 minutes for cross-checking. And the Wranglers, after not scoring on the power play, will now have to kill a penalty. Ice Rays win the draw. Versilius. Wranglers able to break up those passes there. The Ivey brothers play catch in the neutral zone. Jack moving with speed, tries to get a shot off on his backhand, but he was defended well by Fasciano. Wranglers already have a shorthanded goal courtesy of Ben Ivey in the first period. Another dangerous try there as the Ice Rays back in the Wranglers zone at the far half wall. Ice Rays and Wranglers alike converge. Kuznetsov at the half wall, gets it down low. Samodral sends it back to Kuznetsov, still at the half wall, down below now for Samodral. They play catch, back to Kuznetsov. Sends it to the line for Fasciano. Goes across. Ice Rays shoot! And it comes to the pads of Gons, and he gloves it down with 2:31 to go in the second period. 1:07 to go on the Corpus Christi power play, and then Colin Doherty will come out of the box, seeing that the Ice Rays don't score. Shots are 23-21 in favor of Corpus Christi. But it's a tie game, 5-5. So we've had several lead changes in this game. The draw will be to the right of Luka Gons. Ice Rays win it. Hintz has it. They'll send it to Caffarelli. Back to Hintz in the corner. Gets it stolen away by Ben Ivey, and he'll back it all the way back down to Bryant Marks. He'll play it along to Billy Biederman. 47 seconds to go on the Ice Rays power play. Hintz will wrap it around the board. Sabrush back around to Hintz. Far side. Hintz finds Caffarelli. Sharp angle shot goes through the crease. The near point now, Biederman drops it down low. Caffarelli centers it to the circle for a shot that whistles wide of Gons. Ice Rays now at the far circle, circling to the line for Hintz. He'll take a shot. Pad save by Gons, and he'll cover it with 19 seconds to go on the power play and 1:43 to go in the second. So some dangerous chances here on the power play for Corpus Christi, but they're unable to get the job done so far. Wranglers' penalty kill has been up to the task here. Luka Gons seems to have settled into the game since the last Corpus Christi goal. He's made a few excellent saves since then. Really, if the Wranglers want to come away with a win here, they're going to have to find a way to get him rolling. Wranglers will, off the draw, send it back down to Marks, kill some more time off that penalty. Just 10 seconds to go on that. 1:30 to go in the second period. Hintz gains the red line, spins it around the boards, comes all the way back out to the neutral zone. We are back to 5-on-5 action. Full strength here. Puck in the neutral zone. Wranglers have it now. They look to plan their breakout. Get a stoppage of play with 1:09 to go. Going to get a cross-checking call here. And it's going to go against Alex Papastropoulos, who seems to be a little bit downbeat about that play. Wasn't too happy about taking the penalty after the Wranglers had just killed that last penalty off to Doherty. You have to find a way to do it again as Papastropoulos goes to the box. If the Ice Rays don't score on this power play here with 1:09 to go in the second period, they'll have some carryover power play time to start the third period. Draw beats to the right of Luka Gons. Ivey brothers out there to kill the penalty with McRoberts and Doherty. Fasciano at the blue line. Skates to the circle, sent it back to the blue line. Shot goes wide of the net. Wranglers push it towards the corner. That's Colin Doherty. Puck bounces around, finds Forsilius. He finds Kuznetsov and works back up to the point for Fasciano. Kuznetsov at the circle, shoots! Pad save by Gons. Ben Ivey has it on his stick. Kills some time and dumps it down. He'll go off for a change. The Ice Rays patiently work up a left wing breakout. Bourgault tries to backhand it to Samodral as the puck goes around the boards to the far corner. Fasciano has it at the line. Sent it to Bourgault. Now Kuznetsov down low looking for Samodral. He couldn't rip a shot away. Back to him below the goal line. To the circle. Shot goes wide. And that had enough steam to carry it all the way back out to the neutral zone. 5 seconds to go in the second period. One last try for the Ice Rays. Shot by Kuznetsov. Sticked away by Gons. And that'll do it for the second period. A late hit after whistle blew was thrown on Colin Doherty. And now everybody finds a dance partner. Fists fly. Fasciano getting into it. Chunchikov in the middle. Bourgault. Everybody's there. Well, Colin Doherty took a big hit after time had expired. He's back up on his feet. Looks like he's going to be okay. Pats Tommy Chunchikov on the back saying, "Hey, man, thanks for sticking up for me." As they skate towards the bench, the period is over. Question is will we have a call here that will either send the Ice Rays to a 5-on-3 or give us some 4-on-4 time here in the top of the third period. Nonetheless, the second intermission report will be coming up next on the Wranglers Hockey Network on NHL TV and YouTube. Colin Doherty, very unhappy. Official will escort him towards the tunnel. He's very much just voicing his displeasure. Wranglers trying to calm him down. Ice Rays barking orders back at them. And this can only mean one thing. A wild third period is in store, and the bad blood that happened here in the second period will very much carry over into the third. Still awaiting an official call as to whether there's a penalty or not. Wranglers have exited. They're going down the tunnel. Ice Rays are heading down their respective tunnel to the locker room. We are now in the second intermission, although we are still waiting to see if anything else would happen. Ben Ivey's back on the ice. Both the captains for each respective teams are out. Caffarelli and Ben Ivey talking to the head official. Doing the same thing that I'm trying to do, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. Strange sequence of events here, as this game has seen just about everything. As now everybody in the arena is trying to get on with the second intermission festivities, but the captains are still out on the ice. Bryant Marks has now just left and gone down the tunnel. Tommy Chunchikov waiting on the ice by the Wranglers tunnel, waiting to see what the word is. And we're still not sure what's going on. This may take a minute. They play some country music in the background. Seems to be customary here in the South. But while we're waiting on this official call, before we head into our commercial break, before we start the intermission, I'd like to thank everybody here that's joined us on NHL TV and our YouTube audio feed. We understand there's a lot of sports and entertainment options out there, and I'd like to thank you for choosing us this evening. And seems like you've made the right choice, as it's been a back-and-forth game, ton of action. As the official finally works his way over to the scorer's table, we're going to finally figure out what's happening here. He gives some orders. He'll go back down the tunnel. Wranglers and Ice Rays are now back in their respective locker rooms. So, it's going to be a roughing call against Corpus Christi after time had expired, and it's going to go against Matthew Bourgault. So, we're going to have 51 seconds of 4-on-4 action to start off the third period. And then after that, if neither team, once the Corpus Christi penalty expires, the Wranglers will have some power play time to work with. So there you go. Took a little bit, but we got there. Second intermission report coming up next on the Wranglers Hockey Network on NHL TV and our YouTube audio feed. It's the Amarillo Wranglers 5 and the Corpus Christi IceRays 5.
This is Topi Puikkonen, and you are listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
Welcome back to the Budweiser bullpen. If your mind hasn't already been blown already, we've got a wacky third period in store. Let's recap all the scoring. I'm running out of room here on my stat sheet, and just to double check things, I had to go check with the off-ice officials to make sure everything was right. That's why we had a little bit of a delayed, or a prolonged commercial break, if you will. But either way, we are back and ready to go. So, opening the scoring, a little under 3 minutes into the game, Fasciano gets the first goal for Corpus Christi. He makes it 1-0. Then, 59 seconds later, the Amarillo Wranglers are able to tie it up on the power play, courtesy of a goal from Topi Pukkanen. Assist going to both Ivey brothers. That made it a 1-1 game. Then 4:23 into the first period. It was a 2-1. The Wranglers were able to make it a 2-1 game. Jack Ivey getting the power play goal from McDonald and Ben Ivey. There was 7:55 to go in the first period. The Ice Rays were able to tie it up off a goal from Max Tedestedt. Assists going to number 7 Ryan Hintz and 15 Connor Brust. That is Tedestedt's first goal of the season. But Ben Ivey was able to make it a 3-2 game, 17:41 into the first period. Ben Ivey getting his second goal of the season shorthanded on that play. Made it a 3-2 game off of that, unassisted. But on the same penalty, Corpus Christi would tie the game at 3, 18:38 into the first, on a goal from Nils Forsilius, his fourth of the season, coming from Matthew Borgo and Luca Fasciano. So that made it 3-3, and that's where we stood after 20 minutes of play heading into the first intermission. In the second period, the scoring just went back the way it was and continued as Amarillo, 5:46 into the second, got a goal from Alex Papaspropoulos, assist going to Topi Pukkanen. That made it 4-3. And then with 11:17 on the board, Corpus Christi got a goal from Peterson Sobush, assist coming to number 29 Billy Biederman, number 11 Ice Rays captain Anthony Caffarelli. That made it a 4-4 game, and then about a minute later, Corpus Christi made it a 5-4 game on a goal from Zakhar Polshakov. The Wranglers would not go away. And it's just moments later, Ben Ivey would get that goal back and make it a 5-5 game, getting his third goal of the season, his second of the night. This going to Jack McDonald and Jack Ivey. At the end of the second period, we had a few penalties. The Ice Rays were in the middle of a power play. Alex Papaspropoulos in the box. He was still in there. He's going to be in there for the next 51 seconds to start the third period. However, as time expired after the Hornets sound, Colin Doherty took a cross-check. The Ice Rays were penalized for it. And in the box right now is Matthew Borgo. He's got 2 minutes on the board. That will start at the top of the third period. So, if you're still with us, that's the story so far. And it's a story that is very much still being written, as the Wranglers are 2 for 4 on the power play in tonight's game. They're 2 for 3 on the penalty kill. They're in the special teams department. They're coming away with the edge so far, but at the top of the pregame, made a point of saying that Wranglers power play has looked quite well throughout the first 5 games coming into this game of the season. There's just been times where they just haven't been able to connect on their grading scoring chances, and that's why they haven't been able to convert on the power play. It was coming in at 12% coming to this game, but go 2 for 4, it's 50%. That's good. That's the Wranglers are able to score on the power play, and it's really been helping them out so far. So if they're able to build on that momentum they get on the power play, they're able to make something either later on in this game or as the season goes on, should be in good shape. And as it has been throughout the first few games of the season, the penalty kill has still been pretty solid. They surrendered 1 power play goal. They're 2 for 3, but they're operating at about 93% coming into this game. So It's a top-notch unit, and if the Wranglers can get both the power play unit and the penalty kill unit firing on all cylinders, usually when a team comes away and wins the special teams department, they're usually in good shape to win that game. So for the Wranglers, it's a work in progress as the season goes on, but so far tonight, they're in good shape. We'll get to some scores around the league, as it's been a busy night around the North American Hockey League. So, we've got a final score from Greeley, Colorado. The Odessa Jackalopes beat the Colorado Grit 4-0. Odessa picks up its third win of the season. Over in Maryland, the Black Bears defeat the Danbury Hat Tricks by the score of 6-0. The New Mexico Ice Wolves and the Oklahoma Warriors are over in Albuquerque battling as we speak. 18:08 to go in the third period. New Mexico leads 2-1 over the defending champs. New Hampshire beats Johnstown 5-3. Rochester beats New Jersey 5-2. The Maine Nordiques open Pecan on the Northeast Generals. They win 8-2. Over in Massachusetts, midway through the third period, the Chippewa Steel have a 2-1 lead over the Fairbanks Ice Dogs. The Wisconsin Wendigo, late in the third period, have a 8-3 lead over the Kenai River Brown Bears. So it looks like they're going to come away with a win there. St. Cloud, midway through the third period, has a 4-0 lead over Aberdeen. The Bobcats have a 5-0 lead over the Bulls at the top of the third period. Midway through the third in Minnesota, the Wilderness have a 3-1 lead over the Junior Blues. And over at NYTEX Sports Center in North Richland Hills, Texas, in the greater Fort Worth area, the Lone Star Brahmas and the Shreveport Mudbugs are tied at 1. Although Lone Star is leading the shot department 22-8. The Brahmas will be the Wranglers' next opponent. We'll see them next weekend. You can catch all the action right here on NHL TV and our YouTube audio feed. So, it's anybody's game right now here in Amarillo. Before the Wranglers head off to NYTEX, they got to take care of business here against the Ice Rays. And it's one of those games where I feel like whichever goaltender makes a save here in this third period, that team's going to come away with a win. Both goaltenders have been kind of shaky here in this game. The shot count disparity is only 5, so shots are 27-22 in favor of the Ice Rays, so pretty even margin. It seems like both goaltenders have had a shaky game so far, but I think whoever finds a way to make a save in the third period, that team is going to win, because it just seems like both offenses are firing on all cylinders, and that just seems the way it's going to be. Officials have taken the ice. They're receiving a bit of boo birds from the Amarillo crowd, as both teams are set to take the ice any moment now. But it seems to be also, while we're on the topic of goaltending, I gotta give. I think I have to throw this out there, and I said it midway through the second period, but I'll throw it out there again. Some of these bounces that the puck is taking off the stanchions and the boards and even the ice itself are very, very wacky and unpredictable. I've never seen anything like it. And after it happened last night too. And I was talking to some people around the facility, and they were like, "Yeah, that happens." Like, yeah, it's just the Amarillo ice. So it seems to be, if you're playing on this ice surface here, and if you're playing in this arena, you have to expect the unexpected. And I think whoever controls the puck the best they can, to their best abilities here in the third period, whoever's able to control the puck and really kind of just slow the game down, not do anything too crazy, too out of the book, but really just kind of control the puck and keep possession, I think that team is going to come away with the win here tonight. It seems like the goaltenders have been on the wrong end of these funny bounces sometimes. I mean, the puck just seems to be bouncing around like a ping pong ball, especially when the ice is fresh here, as it is at the top of the third period. And again, those funny bounces off the boards don't help. I mean, I can't count on one hand how many times we've seen a puck fired off the glass stanchions and it just goes and ricochets the opposite way you would expect it to. So, again, it's just about expecting the unexpected, being on high alert, having a high hockey IQ. Really, just keeping that possession. Whatever team does that is going to come away with the victory tonight, in my opinion. So, we're about a minute away from third period action. We'll see what's in store. Everybody who has paid the ticket to get in tonight has gotten their money's worth and then some. 5-5 game, up for grabs, should go down right to the wire. Everybody make your pick for who you think will score the next goal. And I have a feeling, as I just said before, with the ice surface being fresh and bouncing around a bit, I have a feeling that we may see a goal within the first 5 minutes of this period. When we saw it in the first period, and we saw it a little bit after the 5-minute mark in the second period. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for a potential goal here to start the third period right off the bat, especially with the 4-on-4 and a lot of open ice here to start the period. 51 seconds on that. Should make for some pretty good entertainment and potentially some goals. Both teams have retaken the ice. Wranglers will skate from right to left. IceRays from left to right, as you see it on NHL and AHL TV. My goodness. I don't know if I'm going to have a voice by the end of this game. I've already called 10 goals. I have a feeling we're not done yet. I think there's going to be a lot much more in store, but that's all hearsay and speculation at this point. Let's get down to business. The McNaughton line is out there to begin, or McNaughton himself is out there. We're 4-on-4. He's with Chunchikov, so half of that line is out there to start for the Wranglers on the 4-on-4 action. So off the draw, Corpus Christi gets the puck. They'll race back to their own zone and start a breakout here. Right side, Brust works his way below the goal line. Finds Polshikov. Puck is taken away from him by Doherty. He will find DeMarco below the goal line. They'll play catch as the forecheck is applied by Caffarelli in the Wranglers zone. McNaughton with it in the neutral zone. Gets stolen away by Caffarelli. He works it over to Brust. Left side shot from the neutral zone. Easily sticked away and kept moving by Luka Gans. Left side, Tommy Chunchikov moves in, finds McNaughton moving up ahead. Behind the goal they go. Brust steals the puck away, gets it to Hintz. He'll wait in the hole behind his net. Now it's a 5-on-4 power play for the Amarillo Wranglers. The Budweiser power play has begun. Exactly a minute to go on that. They'll start from their own zone. Nolan Gagnon drops it for Jack Ivey. He'll work over the red line, drops it for Ben. Works over IceRays blue. Takes a shot in and out of the glove of Marks. Puck goes to the far wall. IceRays try and get it out. Hits a body, second try, and they work it out to Jack Ivey, who's in his own zone. At the Wranglers blue line, Gagnon scoops it up. Works it into the IceRays zone. Left side, Puukkonen. Finds Jack Ivey, goes across for Ben Ivey. At the top of the circle, drifts in. Goes across for Puukkonen, but a defensive stick breaks up that try. IceRays move it out to center, kill some more time off that power play for the Wranglers. 15 seconds to go on that. Puukkonen, right side, loses an edge and goes down, loses the puck. IceRays will get it back out to center. Wranglers unable to hold at the line. Puck in the skates of Jack Ivey, gets it out to the neutral zone. Brasilius quickly moves into the Wranglers zone, but a little too quickly as they're offside. 2:04 into the third period, still a 5-5 game. Neither team is able to score on the 4-on-4, and the Wranglers come up empty-handed on the abbreviated power play. Neutral zone draw, McNaughton out there with Morris and Chunchikov. Tommy goes across for Ritchie from his own zone. Looks to find McNaughton up ahead, bounces off his stick. Puck in the neutral zone is lifted on goal by the Wranglers. Marks continues to move the puck along. Govidaris finds Samodral. Kuznetsov over the blue line, left side for Silius. He'll find Kuznetsov below the circle, back up to the line for Pershman, who takes a shot, goes right into the belly of Luka Gans, and he'll hold. 2 minutes and 35 seconds gone in the third period. Still a 5-5 game here at the Budweiser bullpen. And as I said before, it's anybody's game. Now that we've got the penalty situation taken care of at the top of the period, we're back to 5-on-5 action. We'll see what happens at the end of the period. As the draw will be to the right of Luka Gans in the far circle. Leaning in to take it is Zach By against Linton. By wins it. Nick Roberts races towards the puck. He gets checked by Jensen, pinched along the boards. Puck comes to Miller. Left side, he is able to work it up ahead for Morley Phillips, who will go careening into the IceRays zone. Miller tries to work it to the blue line for McRoberts, but he wasn't over the line. At center ice, he will work it in, takes a bounce off the end ball, comes to Miller, unable to fire a shot away. Puck rolls to the stick of Brust. He escapes his own zone, finds Linton at center ice, goes across. IceRays shoot, goes through the crease, picked up by Brust on the far side. Down low, finds Perillo, looking for someone across. Bounces off the boards and finds Brust. He tries to center it, hits a few bodies, goes to the far side. Perillo banks it off the boards. Comes to Miller. Gets some help from Morley Phillips. He goes down. Turnover here. Jensen between the circles takes a shot. He scores! Dylan Jensen breaks the tie. 6-5 IceRays. 16:25 to go in the third. It was just one of those plays where the IceRays were able to hold the puck in at the blue line. A diving attempt was not enough, as the Wranglers weren't able to get it out. IceRays are able to hold it in, and a shot from Dylan Jensen, assisted by number 14 of the IceRays, Gage Perillo. Makes it a 6-5 game. So, off the ensuing draw, IceRays come storming back into the Wranglers zone. They'll send it off the end boards, comes to the far wall. Papaspropoulos muscles the puck away from an IceRay. He's got it on a stick now. Gains center, red, dumps it in. Out to play it is Bryant Marks. He'll roll it around to the boards for Borgo. Stolen away, Puukkonen out in front. Papaspropoulos tries to get a shot away on the backhand. Defensive stick gets in the way of that. Picking up the puck is Roman Zapp. He'll circle around to the blue line. Loses an edge. Backhands it deep into the zone, but it's stolen away by Corpus Christi. They'll quickly go the other way. Shot from the circle. Blocked by Doherty. IceRays like to work it around the boards to the far side. Picked up by Govidaris. He tries to fire one on goal. Hits the body of Gagnon. Comes to the near corner. Picked up by Roman Zapp. Turns it over at the blue line. Pass is intercepted by Caffarelli. He'll move below the circles. Tries to jam one in on Gans. Had the pads down and was ready. Puck is directed to the far side boards. Papaspropoulos lifts it back out the center. IceRays wrap it around to the near corner. Caffarelli, centering pass, goes off a skate. Loose out in front, and Roman Zapp is able to carry it back out to center ice. Wranglers feeling the pressure here. IceRays looking to add to their 1-goal lead. Nobody in this game has had a lead of more than one in this game. Over the red line, Puukkonen directs it into the offensive zone. He'll go off for a change. McDonald on the wall, loses it to Sabush. Across, finds Caffarelli, tries to jam one in on net. It goes up the body of Ritchie and out of play. And they will joust a bit after the whistle. With 14:30 to go in the third period, thanks to a goal from Dylan Jensen, we're no longer tied. It's 6-5 IceRays. That's the 3:35 mark of the third period. Getting the assist is Carl Persman. Draw will be to the left of Luca Gons in the Wranglers zone. Going to take the draw as Biederman against Ben Ivey. Ben wins the draw, gets it to DeMarco, feeling some pressure, finds Ritchie below the goal line. He'll wrap it around to the near side, looking for McDonald. Rooks it up ahead for Jack Ivey at the circle. Tries to fire a shot away, couldn't do it. Puck rolls back to his stick. He'll backhand it deeper into IceRays territory. Hintz loses it to McDonald, centering pass. Ivey shoots, goes wide. Ben picks it up below the goal line. At the point, DeMarco calls for it, he gets it. He'll shoot to the stick of McDonald, unable to redirect it on goal. Finds the stick of Jack Ivey in the corner. IceRays come away with the puck. Brust tries to send it out. DeMarco from the line takes a shot. Goes over the shoulder of Marks and out to the neutral zone. Corpus Christi will lift it into the Wranglers zone. That line is due for a change. 13:43 to go in the third period to begin a stoppage. IceRays lead the shot department 30-23. Wranglers find themselves down by one once again, although in this game, no lead is safe. Draw will be to the left of Luca Gons. Connor McNaughton, who had the shootout winner last night, gets the draw to the half wall. Racing after it is McRoberts. It's pinned up against the boards. Corpus Christi coming away with it for the moment. They work it up to the line for Fasciano, takes a shot. Blocked by McNaughton. McRoberts lifts it back out to the center ice. Logo for McNaughton. Although the IceRays are able to come away with possession cleanly here. Belanger over Wranglers blue, loses it to Luke Morris. Picks up his head and finds Tommy Chunchikov moving over the IceRays blue line. Ahead for McNaughton, takes a shot. Pad saved by Marks, and he covers. 13:07 to go in the third period. Because of that save, it's still a 6-5 game. Good play by Tommy Chunchikov to keep his head up in the neutral zone. Find McNaughton moving up ahead. Looked like Connor was trying to go 5-hole on Bryant Marks, but he was able to squeeze those pillows shut and keep it a 1-goal Corpus Christi lead. Draw will be to Mark's right in the near circle. Papaspropoulos will take the draw for the Wranglers. Across from him is Akar Polshikov, who has a goal in tonight's game. Get a stoppage here not long after the draw. 13:01 to go in the third. Looks like the play was offside. It looks like we're going to get a little bit of talking here, and everybody will lean in for the neutral zone draw. Papaspropoulos will duel with Polshikov once more. Both guys have a goal in this game. Off the draw, Gagnon from center ice, blasts it in. Puck rolls back out to center ice. Doherty finds Papaspropoulos left side. He'll lift it diagonally into the far corner. Chunchikov throwing a massive hit on Purgeman in the corner. Make that Pukinen, 17, not 12. As the IceRays scurry out of their own zone, right side. Bovadaris goes around the net, circling, shoots! Glove save by Luca Gons. Luca read that all the way, and the German netminder is able to make the save. 12:24 to go in the third period. Wranglers down by 1. We'll see what happens here. Seems like when the IceRays scored their goal, they were applying the pressure and the momentum was in their favor. It seems like since then, things have kind of simmered down. For the Wranglers, you have to find a way to turn the tide and get the momentum back in your favor. It looks like penalty is going to go against Nolan Gagnon, so that won't help. It'll be in the Wranglers zone for the draw, as every penalty is. As the penalty kill, we'll have to go back and do some more work. Hintz will lift it into the netting. We get a stoppage 5 seconds into the penalty. So for the Wranglers, when you're down by a goal, it's not exactly the sight you want to see as your own guy in the penalty box. The good news for them, the power play has been quite successful through the first 4 games. Corpus Christi's cracked it a few times here in this game. But as I said before, the lead has not been more than 1 for either side in this game. Biederman sends it below the goal line for Caffarelli, defended by DeMarco. Gets it back to Biederman at the line, hints, goes across, back to Biederman, circles, shot! Off a stick, goes back to the wall. At the line, hints, goes for Bolshakov, he'll shoot. Puck goes up in the air. Below the line, they battle for the puck. Sabush has it. He'll circle around to the blue line, goes across for Biederman at the half wall. Goes below for Caffarelli. He'll try and center it. Excellent defensive stick by DeMarco. Puck comes to Sabush. Goes across. Finds Biederman. Hintz. Sabush. Cederman takes a shot. Save made by Gons. Rebound is loose. Hintz has it. Finds Biederman. Circle. Across. They shoot. Goes over the nets. Biederman holds it in. Hintz at the line. Across. Polshakov takes a shot. And that's swallowed up by Gons. 52 seconds remaining on the penalty to Gagnon, and it's still a 1-goal game. Wow, that's probably the best that Corpus Christi's power play has looked without scoring a goal so far in this game. They have scored 1 power play goal so far this evening. That came courtesy of Nils Forsilius late in the first period. Speaking of Forsilius, he will lean in to take the draw against Connor McNaughton. Draw is won by Corpus Christi at the line. Fasciano finds Bourgault at the top of the circle, takes a shot, screeches over the shoulder of Gons. Held in by Kuznetsov. Forsilius circling from some pressure, gets it to the line. Far point, Bourgault back to the line for Fasciano, takes a shot, save made by Gons. Puck is loose, Wranglers sweep it to the line. Fasciano finds Bourgault at the circle, across, Kuznetsov shoots off the bar! Comes to Bourgault at the top of the circle, down low. IceRays work the puck around. Back to Bourgault, finds Forsilius, he shoots and scores! Nils Forsilius makes it a 2-goal game. It's 7-5 IceRays. It's a power play goal. Assists coming from Matthew Bourgault and Tyler Samodral. Excuse me. And so that'll make it a 7-5 Corpus Christi lead. And that is the first time anyone this evening has taken a 2-goal lead. Well, the Wranglers have some work to do if they want to catch up here before time expires. Still 10:39 to go in the third period, which we've learned in this game is plenty of time. Is off the draw. Ben Ivey gets it to Jack. The blue line, the puck bounces around. Eventually, IceRays come away with it. Left side, it's Jensen to the circle. Across, looking for an open Perillo, but the puck just goes by him. McDonald shakes him off in the neutral zone. Wranglers around the board. McNaughton gets taken down, and that is going to draw a whistle. 10:14 to go in the third. IceRays arguing their case. However, they're not going to win that argument. They're going to need a better lawyer, as the Wranglers are going to head to the Budweiser power play with a chance to make it. Or wait a minute. Oh, McDonald's going to go to the box as well. We might see 4-on-4 action here. We're still awaiting official word from our off-ice officials. Looks like it is going to be 4-on-4. So Wranglers thought that they had a break. Looked like they were maybe going to go to the power play. We're going to head to our TV timeout. By then, when I return, hopefully, we're going to have that all sorted out. But for the moment, looks like it's going to be 4-on-4 action, and it will be when we come back on NHL TV and our YouTube audio feed.
This is Topi Puikkonen and you are listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
So the call is going to be interference against Linton and embellishment against Jack McDonald on a play where it looked like McDonald got dragged down to the ground by Linton. Had me convinced that the Wranglers were going to head to the Budweiser power play, but they say that McDonald embellished the call, so he gets 2 minutes. Because of all that, we go to 4-on-4 action for an even 2 minutes at 10:14 to go in the third period. So a little bit of an unfortunate break for the Wranglers, who thought that they might be going to the power play. Although 4-on-4 will create some open ice. Papaspropoulos out there with Gagnon, Puukkonen, and Doherty. Off to draw the IceRays win it. Pershman sends it back to Govidaris in his own zone. He'll wait patiently behind his own net. We've seen 4-on-4 action once before at the top of the period. We have it here again now. Sabush races in, tries to center it for Biederman between the circles. Pass goes astray, comes to the stick of Nolan Gagnon. He'll keep his head up, look to break out on the 4-on-4 strength moment here in the third period. Puukkonen sends it deep into the IceRays zone. Corpus Christi will lift it off the glass and out. And so with a minute 21 to go on the 4-on-4 and 9:35 to go in the third, we're going to stoppage. Shot count now reads 37-25 in favor of Corpus Christi. Draw will be to the right of Bryant Marks. And the IceRays have a 2-goal lead. 7-5 game. Corpus Christi from their own zone, get to the center, now in the Wranglers zone. Poked away by McRoberts, comes to the stick of Ben Ivey. He will drift behind his own net very patiently. The Wranglers break out here over the red line. Jack Ivey pivots, collides with DeMarco. They turn the puck over. Here's Polshikov. He'll move in, try and go across. And a defensive play by DeMarco, who came racing back, breaks up that attempt. Wranglers have it now at neutral ice. They'll send it to DeMarco, who goes back behind his net. 40 seconds remaining on the 4-on-4. Under 9 minutes to go in regulation. Jack Ivey dances around Brust in the neutral zone. Takes a shot, goes off Hintz, goes to the corner. IceRays send it to the neutral zone. McRoberts has it on his stick. Can't get out of his own zone. Here comes Forsilius, dancing around DeMarco. Can't get a shot away. Finds a trailer. It's Fasciano who takes a shot, and it's blocked and goes to the corner. They'll send it around to the near point. Fasciano finds Forsilius. He'll find Caffarelli moving in below the goal line. He'll center it. Finds nobody but Connor McNaughton. He'll quickly race the other way. McNaughton chips it to himself. Races down to the corner. Defending him is Bellinger. Wranglers and IceRays alike come together. Corpus Christi comes away with the puck from their own zone. Bellinger sends a diagonal shot to the neutral zone. Comes to McNaughton. He'll lift it down and into the IceRays zone. He'll go off for a change. 7:47 to go in the third. Wranglers looking to get the next one and then tie it up. They want a chance to win this game. Here comes Corpus Christi. Sobush moves in, centering pass, save made by Gons. Second attempt on the stick of Biederman, turns, shoots, blocked by Zach Bai. He picks up the loose puck, finds Miller moving up ahead. He'll chase it into the IceRays zone. Around the boards it goes, near side. Bai picks up the half ball, gets checked by Govidaris. IceRays pick up the puck. Biederman stretch pass, intercepted at center ice by Gagnon. He'll slow the game down as he picks his head up, finds Phillips in the neutral zone. Glances off his stick, comes to Marks. He bounces it off the inboards to his teammate Pershman. He sends it diagonally across into the Wranglers zone. Behind his own net, Henry McRoberts directing traffic. 6:54 to go in the third period. Fans take up a Let's Go Wranglers chant as they try and get their team going, as the Wranglers will need 2 to tie this game. Phillips, left side, finds Bai, tries to return it to Phillips. Breaking that up is Kuznetsov. He stood up at the blue line, takes a shot up high, and looks like the Wranglers are going to head back to the penalty kill. Lucas Jeffries was defending the play. And for the Wranglers, that's not what you want to see at this moment in the game. Henry McRoberts is going to be the guilty party. He'll go to the box. It's 2 minutes for high sticking. Goes to the 13:23 mark of the third period. And Ryan Anderson and Connor Yanni, the coaches for the Wranglers, can't be too happy about that. Draw will be to the right of Luka Gans. Wranglers have scored a shorthanded goal before, coming from Ben Ivey. And Ben will be out there to take the draw here on the penalty kill. Against him is Forsilius. Wranglers penalty unit consists of the Ivies, Gagnon, and Doherty. Borgo sends it to the corner. Wraparound attempt is stuffed by Gagnon. Puck comes to the corner. Forsilius with the puck on his stick. Tries to send it across for Kuznetsov. Just now able to corral it. Sends it below the goal line for Samodral. He dances away from pressure. Backhands it to Kuznetsov at the point. He'll hold it in. Send it down low. Back up to the point. Fasciano now. Left side for Borgo. Below the goal line. Back to Borgo. Intercepted by Jack Ivey. Gets it to his brother Ben. And he'll kill some time by carrying it into the IceRays zone. As Ben, with a high situational awareness, will send it to the corner. Tommy Chunchikov killing even more time off the penalty. 1:08 remains on that. DeMarco from the line slaps one towards the net, hits a few sticks, and goes to the corner. Forsilius across to Borgo in the neutral zone. Finds Sobush at the center ice logo. He'll gain Wranglers blue. Look for reinforcements as he's checked by McNaughton and DeMarco. None there at the moment. Wranglers take the puck away. Ritchie and Sobush collide below the goal line. Ritchie steals the puck away and he'll fire it into the stick of Hintz, who has it at his own blue line. 30 seconds remaining on the penalty. Hintz, button hooks in the corner. Shot from the circle, they score! Sobush, his second of the game, and the Corpus Christi IceRays extend their lead to 3. It's now an 8-5 game. And it's a power play goal. It's going to be Sobush from Polshikov and Hintz. The 15:03 mark of the third period. So 3 goals from the Corpus Christi IceRays in the third period. That's the difference in this game so far. 4:45 to go in the third period. The hole becomes a little bit bigger for the Wranglers. It's now a 3-goal deficit as in front of the Wranglers bench, players come together, whistles blown. Everybody's got words for everybody else, and Lucas Jeffries is going at it with Govidaris. Divine Apollon has got Linton. And emotions boiling over here late in the third period. So, this is the last time the Corpus Christi IceRays will play in this building this season, unless these two teams meet in the playoffs. And they will only meet 2 more times in Corpus Christi, at the end of January. That's it. These teams only meet 4 times this season. So it'll be a while until these teams see each other again, and after that, that'll be it. Wranglers will be at NYTEX Sports Center next weekend to take on the Brahmas. They're currently in the middle of a game with the Shreveport Mudbugs. That game is tied at 1 midway through the 3rd. As the officials trying to sort out exactly what we've got here after the stoppage and the scrum. Looks like they're going to take Govidaris out of the game. He'll be escorted towards the tunnel. And some more talking at the scorers table. We'll look ahead to next weekend's matchup against the Brahmas in our post-game report, which is coming up at the conclusion of this game. Recap all the scoring, which was a lot, obviously, an 8-5 score. We'll recap all the scoring, and then we'll, of course, preview the next game, all coming up on the Wranglers post-game report. So we've got Purgeman in the box. We've got an unidentified Wrangler in the box. Govidaris was escorted out. As of right now, we've got no penalties up on the board. A little bit of a slow process here, trying to figure out exactly what happened, as the score sheet seems to be a mile long. And we've got that information. We'll give it to you, but hope everyone has enjoyed the broadcast so far here on NHL TV and our new YouTube audio stream. If you can't make it on NHL TV, we've got that option for you on our new YouTube channel, which is an audio-only stream. So, the Wranglers play the Austin Hose "We Just Got Hosed" video. Got a penalty on both sides. Looks like it's offsetting, so we're still 5-on-5. After all that, Wranglers in the offensive zone. Shot by McNaughton, whistles wide of the net. Off the end boards, comes to the far side. DeMarco will battle for it along the boards. IceRays will jab it back out to center, and then some. Ricci racing into his own zone to take possession of the puck and work it up ahead. It'll come to the IceRays, who will just send it into the Wrangler zone. I mean, they've got time to kill. 3-goal lead, 4 minutes to go. They're in good shape. For the Wranglers, they're going to have to pick up the pace here and find a way to score 3 goals in under 4 minutes. Zach By loses it to Fasciano below the Corpus Christi goal line. Fasciano banks it off the boards as it'll roll back into the Wrangler zone, into the possession of Colin Doherty. In the neutral zone, Wranglers send it into the IceRays zone. They'll lift it into Wranglers territory. Jensen, who has a goal in this game, evades some pressure, works his way to the far corner, sends it behind the goal line for Doherty to pick it up. He can't get it out. IceRays looking to pour it on here. Looks like we're going to get a whistle with 3:15 to go. Looks like it's going to be an offside call. We'll get a neutral zone draw here on the near side. Ben Ivey will take the draw, and he's had a fantastic game. 2 goals, 2 assists. Ben Ivey's done it all. As off the draw, it's a false start, so we'll do it again. New development here. Jack McDonald not happy. He's just taking a penalty, and he'll go to the penalty box. So for the Wranglers, when it rains, it pours. They'll go back to the penalty kill. With 3:12 to go, McDonald's in the box. That really dashes the hopes of the Wranglers for any chances of coming back in this game. With a loss here today, they will fall to 4-2. The Ice Rays will improve to 3-4-1. Ivey from his own zone sends it down, kills some time off the penalty. As marks will come out to play it, Ice Rays taking their good old time. They're in no hurry. They've got a 3-goal lead in an 8-5 game. Forsilius tries to slide around Richie. He's popped along the boards. Wranglers take possession and send it back out to Corpus territory. 2:37 to go in the third. 1:22 to go on the penalty to McDonald. Left side breakout for the Ice Rays. They gain the red line, send it diagonally to the near corner. Puck up for grabs below the goal line. Comes to Ben Ivey, looking to get something going here. Over the red line, now Ice Rays blue. He'll shoot. Goes off the stick of Fasciano. And up into the netting. 59 seconds to go on the McDonald penalty. 2:11 to go in the game. So, barring some miraculous miracle, and we've seen it all in this game, Ice Rays are going to come away with the win. It'll be their third of the season. Wranglers will turn their sights towards the Lone Star Brahmas, their opponent next weekend. They'll be on the road in North Richlands Hills at NYTEX Sports Center. Wranglers saw the Brahmas in the preseason where they went to a shootout in that game, although none of it mattered. As the Ice Rays, from below their own goal line, 2 minutes to go, send it across. It's Hintz in the neutral zone. He'll bank it off the corner wall. Comes to DeMarco behind his net. Everybody converges on the puck. Coming away with it is Sobush. He's immediately hounded by a few Wranglers. Doherty in the vicinity, as is Kyle DeMarco. Puck still up for grabs. They'll jostle and joust for it. Eventually comes to Caffarelli. Tries to twist around DeMarco. Gets it to Hintz. At the line now, Biederman slides across for Polshikov. Evading the heat from Morris. Gets it to Hintz at the line. He'll drift below the circle. He's checked along the boards by Doherty. Puck pinned up against the yellow line. And that'll do it to the penalty for McDonald. Puck at the line held by Polshikov. He'll shoot, saved made by Gons. Puck is loose. Doherty pushes it towards Gons, and he will cover it with 1:08 to go in the game. Corpus Christi Ice Rays will head home after the conclusion of this game. Had a chance to catch up with Danny DeBach, the Corpus Christi Ice Rays broadcaster, before the game. Danny's an awesome character, very nice to meet him. Was able to learn a lot about the Ice Rays. Had an awesome chat before the game. As I mentioned before, we'll see the Ice Rays in late January, and then that will be it. Only 4 meetings this season. Bergman sends it into the Wranglers zone. Richie first man on it. Puck up for grabs in the near corner. Under a minute to go, 44 seconds. Puck squirts back out to neutral ice. Bergman patiently sends it across for Bellinger. Back to Bergman. He will lift it into the Wranglers zone. Goes by Gagnon. 26 seconds remaining in the game. Left side, Phillips sees the puck go past him. There'll be an icing. Draw will come back down near Luka Gons with 20.1 seconds to go in the game. So, tough to swallow an 8-5 loss if you're the Wranglers, but they did do a few things well. The Ivey brothers are firing on all cylinders. They've been absolutely electric. They're smoking hot right now. Ben Ivey's got 2 goals and 2 assists in this game. Jack Ivey's got a goal. He's now got goals in his last, make that 5 games with a goal in a row for Jack Ivey. So some good takeaways for the Wranglers despite the loss here today. Perillo in the corner. 10 seconds to go. He'll dump it in. Wranglers from behind their own goal line will wait this one out, and that'll do it. The Ice Rays win 8-5 here in the Budweiser bullpen. They'll go home happy. The Wranglers, they'll turn their sights to the Lone Star Brahmas, their opponent in next weekend's matchup. That'll be a 2-game set on Friday and Saturday. 7:15 puck drop at NYTEX Sports Center. You can catch all the action right here on NHL TV and our new YouTube audio feed if you can't make it to watch live on NHL TV. The Wranglers will move to the center ice logo. They'll form a circle, and they'll salute their faithful by slapping their sticks on the ice, showing their appreciation for the crowd. Wranglers post-game show coming up next on the Amarillo Hockey Network.
This is Topi Puikkonen and you are listening to Wranglers Hockey on YouTube.
This is the Wranglers post-game report. Tough pill to swallow for the Wranglers, and really, when you give up 8 goals, it is always tough. But in a game like this, you just got to have short memory. Take that mind wipe memory stick for Men in Black, and just turn your sights towards your next opponent. Still a very young season. The Wranglers still have a winning record. They're 4-2 now with a loss here today. I mean, you give up 8 goals, but you also scored 5, and that's a positive for the Wranglers, especially heading into a matchup with the Lone Star Brahmas, a team that seems to be pretty stingy. Last I checked, they were in a 1-1 bout with the Shreveport Mudbugs, who seem to be a very formidable opponent this season. That game is still tied at 1 with 4:44 to go in the third period, so we'll keep our eyes on that as the post-game show continues. But, I mean, for the Wranglers, it's tough because they did a lot of things well. They really did. I mean, the power play was good. They converted twice in this game. The penalty kill had a few good looks, just wasn't as good as it was at the NHL Showcase, and because of that, Ice Rays were able to get a few power play goals here this evening. But, I mean, as I said before the game ran out of time and expired, the Ivey brothers looked great. And really, that first line consisting of Ben Ivey, Jack Ivey, and Jack McDonald, it's looked great. And that's really what you want if you're a Wranglers fan, is to see your top line performing at its best. And we'll go through the scoring here and recap the game. And of course, as I just said before, Ivey, other Ivey, Jack and Ben, Jack McDonald, they're all over the score sheet. Wranglers playmakers were getting it done here today, and it's turned into an offensive shootout. So, starting off the action, a little under 3 minutes into the game, Luca Fasciano got the scoring started for the Corpus Christi Ice Rays. That made it a 1-0 game, but 59 seconds after that on the power play, the Wranglers came storming back. Topi Puikkonen got the next goal, courtesy of both Ivey brothers. Power play goal, that made it 1-1. Then, Wranglers were able to make it 2-1 on another power play goal, this time coming from Jack Ivey. He extends his goal streak to 5 games. That game 4:23 into the first period. This is coming from Jack McDonald and Ben Ivey. Then with 7:55 left to go in the first period, the Corpus Christi Ice Rays deadlocked us again at 2. That goal coming from Max Tedestedt, his first of the season. A lot going on here. His first of the season. Ryan Hintz picking up the assist, as is Connor Brust. Then the offense continued, short-handed. Ben Ivey got the job done, one-man show, unassisted, on a breakaway, beat the netminder for the Ice Rays, Bryant Marks, made it a 3-2 game. But on the same penalty, the Ice Rays were able to score a power play goal. 18:38 into the first period. That goal coming from Nils Forsilius. That's his 4th goal of the season. Assisting him is Matthew Bourgault and Luca Fasciano. That goal came on the power play. That made it 3-3 game, and that's where we stood after 20 minutes of play. So it was 3-3. First intermission report, anybody's game. We were tied. Second period, we turn to Alex Papaspropoulos, 5:46 into the second. He makes it a 4-3 game. The assist coming from Topi Pukkanen. Wranglers had the lead, but the Ice Rays would come back to tie it on a goal about midway through the second period from Pearson Sobush. And the assists coming from Billy Biederman and Anthony Caffarelli. That made it a 4-4 game. We obviously weren't done yet, as the Ice Rays were able to tack on another goal to make it a 5-4 game. That goal coming courtesy of Zakhar Polshikov. Not too long, about a minute or so after the Sobush goal. Then, about a minute after that, the Wranglers' Ben Ivey was able to score for the second time this evening, notching his third goal of the season from McDonald and Jack Ivey. And that put us at a 5-5 time heading into the second intermission. So, once again, we were tied again. And again, it was anybody's game, brand new game. But in the third period, the Ice Rays were able to pull away. 3 unanswered goals in the third. Wranglers weren't able to come up with a response, and that was the difference maker in this game. It's 3:35 into the third. Dylan Jensen from Carl Persman made it a 6-5 game. 9:21 into the third. Corpus Christi's Nils Forsilius got his second goal of the game from Borgo and Tyler Samotral. That made it 7-5, and the nail in the coffin came 15:03 into the third period. Pearson Sobush gets his second goal of the game from Polshikov and Hintz. And that made it 8-5, and that's your final score. So, a lot of goals here in this game, 13 to be exact. High-scoring affair, ended up benefiting the Corpus Christi Ice Rays. Coming into this game, when the Wranglers have scored 4 or more goals, they were undefeated, perfect 3-0. That mark now falls to 3-1. Wranglers were also outshot by the Ice Rays 25-39. That's just the second such instance where the Wranglers have been outshot, and that doesn't happen very often. The memo from head coach Ryan Anderson has been get shots on goal, outshoot your opponent. That wasn't the case here today, as the Ice Rays were pushing 40 on the Wranglers. So, Wranglers will head into the week. They'll practice. As I mentioned before, they'll go to NYTEX Sports Center. They will take on the Lone Star Brahmas for their next matchup on Friday. 7:15 puck drop. It'll be 7 o'clock pregame show. You can catch it all here on NHL TV and our new YouTube audio feed. The Wranglers are now 1-1 when they're outshot by their opponents. So, a lot to unpack here today. It'll be one of those games the Wranglers just have to quickly erase it from the back of their mind, take away the learning moments from this game, and move on to their day with the Lone Star Brahmas. Thank you everyone who tuned in to tonight's broadcast. We'll see you again next weekend against the Lone Star Brahmas. I'm Guy Chiarenza saying so long from the Budweiser bullpen. And your final score is the Corpus Christi Ice Rays 8 and the Amarillo Wranglers 5. Good night and good evening. We'll see you next week here on NHL TV and our YouTube audio feed.